Hey, Tom here. Today we're going to talk just a little bit briefly about the differences between a target bow and a hunting bow. Okay, there's an obvious difference in, there's typical target bow, and then here is one of the more typical hunting bows. So basically a size difference, pretty big size difference. For one, when I'm out hunting, I don't want something big getting in the way of limbs or anything that I got to worry about when I draw back. Target bows, usually you don't have to worry about limbs and trees being in the way. The other obvious difference is the stabilizers. When you're target shooting, you want to be as accurate as you can, as steady as you can. So most target archers have a pretty big, long stabilizer, which helps take that wiggle out of your bow. That's why you have the stabilizer on it. We'll talk more about stabilizers in another video, back bar, things like that. The other major difference between a target bow and a hunting bow is also going to be the poundage. Most target bows have less poundage than hunting bows. In fact, most of your target bows are going to be 50, 60 pounds max, where your hunting bows, they could be 60, 70, 80 pounds. Just really don't need that higher poundage for being more consistent. You're not going through animals, so you don't need that more kinetic energy. Some of the other differences also, since you're shooting less poundage, the let-off is going to be different. You're going to have a different let-off because if you're shooting less poundage, you still want that string to come out and clean your release. But with the less poundage, if you had the high let-off, then it's not pulling away as quickly and getting you a clean release. Okay. Other obvious differences would be most people like their target bows nice and colored. Nice white limbs, nice pretty looking bow, where on my hunting bow, I'm going to want something that blends in with the outdoors. It's going to be green, camouflage, different things like that. The other difference being a quiver. Okay, you're going to have to pack your arrows around with you while you're out hunting, so you're going to have a quiver on your bow. The other thing is I like a strap to pack my bow around with me when I'm out in the woods. Helps my arm fatigue, things like that. And then a lot of the other things are going to be sights. Most people, when they do hunting sights, they're going to have multiple pins so that they can shoot at different yardages. With targets, you usually have time to adjust your pin, so you're going to have just a single pin target and you're going to be able to adjust it without being in a hurry. The other thing that a lot of target bows have would be a scope. So like on this particular bow, we have a scope or a magnified lens to bring the target up closer. Okay. Some states you can't have, like Idaho, you can't have magnified lenses on your hunting bow. Another difference between hunting bows and target bows is the arrows. So indoors, I'm going to have some pretty big fat shafts. These fat shafts give me an advantage of catching that line. So they're line grabbers. Outdoors, you're going to be, for target shooting, you're going to have a little bit skinnier, smaller profile arrow because you're going to be shooting outdoors. There's going to be wind, so less wind drift is going to help you in your accuracy. And then, most of your hunting arrows are going to be more of the thinner, smaller diameter, give you a better penetration, less wind drift when you're shooting outdoors. And then one other thing I want to talk about is the releases. Okay, most people when they're hunting like a strap-on release because it's strapped right onto their wrist. They have it with them all the time. They're not going to lose it. They don't have to dig for it. Target archers like a handheld release primarily because it gets away from using your trigger finger, which sometimes develops into target panic and other things like that. So this one is a thumb activated release, and there is just back tension releases, resistance, all of those, but that's the other difference is a lot of people like using that type of release. Comment, text us if you got any other questions on the main difference between a hunting bow and a target bow. Those are just some of the basics. And if you got some other questions, we'd love to hear from you, and see you next time.